that veterans, there are two different versions of veterans, depending on the age. People that fought in Vietnam or earlier, some of those veterans didn't have a choice. They went because their country sent them. They were drafted into it. But if you're talking within the last 50 years, those veterans are people that signed up for that job. They were willing to put themselves on the line knowing that there's a possibility of a sacrifice. And they stood on the lines when most people didn't say yes. So they were willing to do something to protect our freedom for it.
Right now, what would you ask?
You know, I think it's, having been around veterans a lot, I think the funniest thing to ask about is to ask them about military food, because they all have interesting stories related to the food that they've had while in service. So.
What do you do for Veterans Day?
I like to celebrate, well, if it's a school day, especially here at school, I like to celebrate with the students. I also like to explain to them why I joined the military. And then over the weekend or whatever, we always celebrate with our family. My husband and I are both veterans.
Why did you become a veteran?
I joined the military. I was in the Army National Guard, mainly because of 9/11. 9/11 happened during my senior year of high school. And so then when I graduated high school here in town, Lee Summit North, I chose to go military rather than go to college.
What was your experience as a veteran?
So it's not like, you know, huge. I didn't go to war. The platoon that I was with did go to war. There were 13 of us total. Only 11 made it back home. But when I was in the military, when I was with my platoon, I went to basic training. I had an injury and unfortunately had to leave basic early and come home. I broke my knee in 7 places.
Off. This is
Austin Wiseman,
Leo Woodman, Landon Haydu,
Jason Lopez.
Today for Bison Plus, we are interviewing people about wrestling.
Are you wrestling and why?
Yes, because I did it last year and I really enjoyed it.
Why are you wrestling this year?
I'm wrestling because my grandpa wrestled and my cousin wrestled, and they both went to state for 4 years in a row, so I wanted to give it a try.
How many matches do you think you're going to win this year?
Probably none.
What do you think your record is going to be?
Probably even split. I feel like I'm going to lose a lot in the beginning and then win some in the end.
What do you think your record is going to be this year?
Probably like 10-5, 10 wins, 5 losses.
Who are you most excited to go up against?
Caleb.
Who are you most excited to go against and why?
Weston Reed, because we weigh basically the same.
Who are you most excited to go against?
Samantha Graham.
Why are you most excited to go against Caleb?
Probably because he's my weight. He's my same weight class, and we both are. He's done it for 1 year and I've started, so he's an even match.
What school are you most excited to go against?
I'm excited to go against all of them.
What school are you most excited to go against?
BCMS, because they have a lot of girls on the wrestling team.
What school are you most excited to go up against?
Probably SLMS.
For Bison Plus, this is Garrett Wise,
Grayson Laughlin,
And Riggs Booth.
What's Student Council about?
Student Council is about creating pride in East Trails and creating opportunities for students to give back to the school, give back to the community, and make East Trails a great place for staff members and students alike.
What's your favorite thing about Student Council?
My favorite thing is probably planning fundraisers and being able to go set them up.
You can have, there's friends in Student Council, so it's a way to hang out with your friends.
My favorite thing about Student Council is being able to socialize with friends and plan events for the school.
My favorite thing is when we get to plan it and just see it all come together and see that students enjoy it.
Why did you join Student Council?
I joined Student Council because it's a fun way to get involved with the school and plan things for the school. I joined because I was in it last year and it was really fun because we got to plan the dances and get to decided that.
What are you working on for the dance?
Right now we're working on getting all the decorations for the mixer and the upcoming dance.
For Bison Plus, this is Holly Dunn,
Avery Goodwillow,
Layla Leonardi.
Here's your test. Here's your test.
Wake up. Got a test to do. Good luck. That was an example of a kid who did not get 8 hours of sleep.
It is important to get 8 hours of sleep every day.
Getting 8 hours of sleep can have you wake up energized and ready for the next day.
If you don't get 8 hours of sleep, you can perform badly in school.
For Bison Plus, this is Cooper Jennings, Matt Young,
Eli Hudson, and Carly Christensen.
Today we interviewed some of ETMS's most respectful students.
And how do you show respect to your school?
By not like drawing on the furniture and like breaking stuff.
I clean up after myself at lunch, and I always make sure that there's no litter on the ground. And if I do see litter, I throw it away in the trash.
By making sure other people don't steal and I don't steal. I pick up trash when it needs to be picked up.
By being polite and picking up trash when I see it on the floor.
You okay? Yeah. It's okay. Adding on to what my fellow peer Benjamin North just said, I like to, if I see trash on the ground, I'll be a kind gentleman and I'll pick it up. I'll put it in the trash because if you do that, your school and your fellow peers will appreciate you more. When I'm with my fellow peers, they try to be like cool and not like pick up their trash. And I try to be like a cool kid and pick up my trash all the time.
I show respect to the school by not making sure to not damage the property of it and trying to keep it clean, at least my areas of it.
We interviewed students on how they get back into the school routine. What time do you get up to get ready for school?
6:30. Oh, I usually get up at 4:30. 4:31, sorry. 4:30.
It takes you that long.
I'll go to bed at 6 p.m. and wake up at 3:30.
6 or 6:30, depending if I have homework or not.
I wake up at 7 o'clock every morning.
Yeah, I wake up at 6:55. Then my mom makes my breakfast. It's an egg sandwich.
Actually, it's pretty easy to get back in school routine because I have children in school. So I get up to make sure they're ready to go. And then I'm just ready to go just like all the other students.
Honestly, for the first few weeks, my mom just wakes me up. And then, then I get used to it.
Like 2 weeks before school starts, I'll start going to bed earlier-ish, so I'll be more prepared to wake up earlier.
I go to bed earlier than normal.
For Bison Plus, this is Asher Rogers, Ryan Lyle, Kellen Atherton, and Quentin Yearwood. Tennis, because I thought tennis was fun.
It's on my radar. One of my friends decided to do it, so she needed a tennis partner for doubles, so I also did it.
I enjoy tennis. It's a fun sport, but it can be difficult at some times.
At times I enjoy it, but most of the time I really just hate it.
Yes. I feel like if you enjoy playing games with your friends and stuff, and you also are good at like ping pong, then I definitely would recommend tennis.
It's a sport, but it can be difficult at some times.
At times I enjoy it, but most of the time I really just hate it.
For Bison Plus, this is Jackson Simpson,
Aiden York,
Ben Skurlock signing off.